Hello. 10 نفسه قاعد عم يشارك لي 3 viewers لي what the fuck. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Yes, it seems to be working. Hello, people of the internet. Today we will be playing a game called Loretta. This is a very special game. I've been waiting for this for quite some time, and it talks about a woman and well, per se, the struggles that she goes through during the 1940s, 1950s. It's after the Second World War, I believe. And I have 100. I've done everything I could, but I just want to do a single run. But I'm just gonna do it like randomly. I'm not going for a specific ending. So there's also a bit of a warning, like seizures and the sort, so be careful. Okay, now that I've cleared my bases. Oh yeah, the game also has violence, so you might want to be, careful when it comes down to this. So yeah, after this is me warning you, and that's it. Okay, I am skipping. Recommended for those who already completed the game. Some visual hints disappear, puzzles become harder to solve. I mean, they're not really hard, but let's just go with color mode. I might go noir mode at some point though. "1945. To reflect the reality of that time, Loretta contains subject matter that some may find offensive. Characters, due to their nature, age, and social status, use words, phrases, and profanities that are indicative of the time and do not correspond with modern attitudes. All events and characters depicted in the game are entirely fictitious. Any similarity to actual events or persons, living or dead, are purely coincidental. Think carefully." Okay then. Let me just do something real quick. Κωνσταντίνε, είσαι εδώ? Okay. My name's Loretta Lou Harris. Oh, right. Friends call me Laura. I am 38 years old. I was born in a small town in South that y'all probably never heard of. The moment I turned 16, I ran away to the East Coast. I'm an unemployed ornithologist and a mediocre housewife. After a few months, my husband and I moved to a farm that he got from his parents. Life here ain't exactly simple, but we get by all the same. Up until 2 weeks ago, anyway, when Walter up and disappeared without a trace. While I know everything, I'm not going to spoil in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to let you, the people of the audience, decide what's happening in the story. And that's that. Mrs. Harris, I'm Frank Chambers. I'm looking for your husband. You from the police? No, I already talked to the sheriff. I ain't got nothing more to say. No, ma'am. I'm leading a private investigation. There are some people from New York, important people, who'd really like to have a word with Mr. Harris, not Mrs. Harris. I didn't catch your last name. Nah, well, people whom Mr. Harris still needs to pay. Mind if I come in? He wipes his neck with a handkerchief. You've got a very lovely house, ma'am. Don't bother. I can't stand this place either. Is this Mr. Harris's house? His parents? You're not from around here, are you? Or New York for that matter. Don't test my hospitality. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend. I'm paid to ask questions, you know. But my only concern is Mr. Harris. Mainly, I need to know if he's alive or dead. Oh, yeah. Check out these moves, Chambers. You ain't getting this. Mm-mm. Ma'am, how long has Mr. Harris been gone for? Who wants something to drink? Who hired you? Why don't you start off by telling me who it was that hired you? I work for a firm called Wallace and Partners. I represent the interest of Mr. Wallace. Here's my card. Why? Okay. Frank Chambers, private investigator. Your husband owes Mr. Wallace a substantial sum of money, ma'am. Did Mr. Harris mention anything about that to you? I reckon your services cost a lot more than that. Haha! Well, that's not how he said haha, but you know, I don't charge that much. I don't. Beads of sweat fallen from Chambers' face onto his wrinkled shirt. Can I get you something to drink? The kitchen's just down the hall. You're not gonna answer that? Who this? Can I talk to Mr. Harris, please? He can't come to the phone right now. Mr. Harris, he ain't here. What time will he be back, miss? This is Patrick Fitzgerald from the Atlantic Press Publishing House. You must understand it's extremely urgent. It's about his new book. By the way, I got a new book today. It's called Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales. The Brothers Grimm. That's all I'm gonna say. We're still waiting for him to send the second half. The contracts are ready, but miss, could you please pass? They hang up. It happens sometimes. You lie. Why are you like this, Loretta? Red lemonade is all I can offer. Just water will be fine by me, ma'am. I'm a tad parched from that long drive. Okay, fine. Catalog. An April furniture catalog. It's got all the nuclear family could need. How are things with the novel? Did Miss Harris finish it? Is Mr. Wallace interested in that too? No, ma'am, just curious. Real pity that the true work of a detective isn't at all like the stuff your husband writes about. You know, in his hard-boiled detective stories, it's the laws of the genre, Mr. Chambers. Give glass, please. This humidity is killing me. I don't think it's been this hot since the spring of 39. Where's that music coming from? The fields. Farmers. Walter rents out the land. Guess the music helps him pass the time. His eyes linger on Laura's hips. She pretends not to notice. Jesus Christ, man. Quite a shame for a fine lady like yourself to be stuck out in a place like this. Here's your water. You're too kind. Thank you. He dries his lips on his sleeve. So how much land have you got here, ma'am? 60 or so acres. Don't get too excited. It was all mortgaged a long while back. May I look at the yard? Suit yourself. What in... It's the pipes. Son of a... Got some plumbing installed. And what do you know? Sorry. And to go down into the basement. Need a hand? Nah. No need to trouble yourself. Besides, you want to look around the place, didn't you? Sickle? Tell me, ma'am, your husband, did he happen to leave some kind of note? Maybe a letter? He didn't. At least I ain't found nothing if he did. Neither did the sheriff's man. What about the sickle? It's damp and dark down in the basement. Too damp and too dark. Smells like mold. Just like Chambers' breath, actually. I can hardly find the water pipes. At first glance, everything seems to be in order. But there is a weird buzzing sound coming from him. I'll look closer. Looks like something stuck in one of them. Hard to say what exactly. Try to pull it out. I'll hold out my hand and touch something wet and hairy. I grab hold of it and tug. A dead rat. Could have been worse. Buzzing stopped. For now. Looks like Chambers went out to the yard. What is this? It shined at some point. Oh yeah, I know what this is. Now I remember. Tell me, Mrs. Harris, where do you think your husband might be at? Got any ideas? I don't know. Maybe he went back to New York. He's in the well. He's in the well. I don't. We'll go with this. Maybe he went back to New York. He got a sister there. What was her name? Cynthia. No, I already spoke to her. Then maybe you passed him while you were on your way here. Walter could be halfway to New York by now. Well, that certainly is possible. Well, ma'am, thank you for your time. Sorry you had to come all this way for nothing. But I really don't think I can help. It's fine. It's what I'm paid to do. Thanks again for the water. Although there's one thing I truly can't understand, Mrs. Harris. If Walter did indeed run away, then why is he... What? My name is Loretta Lou Harris. Friends call me Laura. I'm an unemployed housewife, stuck in a hellhole, with nothing but sun and foofing wheat. 2 weeks ago, I uninstalled my husband's life from real life. I can't say the actual words because censorship. One, two, 2, 3. These are like some kind of cutscene minigames which are absolutely pointless, but still exist in the game. So yeah. I ain't trying to make excuses, but I think I ought to tell my story from the beginning. But I ain't looking to be forgiven by the gentlemen of the jury. I know that's impossible now. but I want to give a chance to whoever's gonna read this to maybe understand me. You see, my relationship with Walter started to fall apart long before the day he died. Long before we moved to this goddamn farm. And that's Loretta. I even liked it at the start. Trading the bustling city life for a humble one out in the country. Of course, wishful thinking's all it was. Women don't get much choice in this world. Take enough wrong turns, and before you know it, you're low class. And I was finally starting to see that all my turns were wrong ones too. Right. Another broken, creaky step. Nail is sticking out, waiting for the right moment to finally jab into my leg. I asked Walter to fix it. Not that it did any good. Walter wasn't a bad person. He almost never drank, and even when he did, he never got violent. In all our years together, he only hit me that one time, and he felt awful about it afterwards. Still, everything about him was starting to irritate me, and I reckon the feeling was mutual. That irritation turned into a burning hatred that only got stronger after we moved out here. His snoring was like nails on chalkboard. He'd spit everywhere like he was a damn camel, and food got stuck in his teeth all the time. But what really got under my skin was how he always reeked of onions all the damn time. It was this disgusting, oily smell that soaked into the furniture. But you wanna know the weird thing was? I ain't never used any onions in my cooking. A bird? Boo. Wait, that's Walter. A bird got into the house. Walter. No way in hell he didn't hear me. No way. Calendar. Pay water bill. Right. Radio. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a breaking weather update. A Category 2 cyclone has been tracked approaching from the south. New meteorologists warn to expect heavy wind and rainfall in the coming days. Right. Walt and I met towards the end of 1929. He was a little older than me, mighty handsome, of course. He worked as a newspaper correspondent, but I couldn't tell you the name of what paper it was. They've probably quit publishing it now anyway. My mother died in 1930. Walter and I got married in 1931, and I got pregnant in 1933. They call it ectopic pregnancy, and that was followed by a miscarriage. I lost my child before I even got to be a mother. Now, where did it go? The bird? I don't know. Bottom cabinet. I don't know what's in the bottom cabinet actually. Oh, okay. It's just a picture. Clothespins. Yeah. Jewelry box. 6, 4, 6. Sometimes you're better off putting the past. Sometimes you're better off not looking into your own past. Fair enough. Enter Walt. Oh, he's in here, isn't he? Crack. This house is falling apart. A piece of the ceiling's gonna fall off one of these days and kill me in my sleep. Walter. Walter. Get up, Walter. We got a bird in the house, Walter. Walt got into writing around the same time. I never did understand his compulsion to write. I never lied to him, nor will I to you. But Walter ain't the most talented writer. I don't know how much confidence a man needs to want to fight against eternity, but somehow Walter had exactly that much. That's what I liked about him. Walter's first highbrow novels weren't published. He tried arguing with Joyce, Hemingway, and Faulkner. He was writing reviews on books I never heard of. But at least Walter Harris found his niche, hard-boiled detective novels. And oh boy, it turned out to be a gold mine. At first, he published his books under a pseudonym. He still had his old job. Then eventually, writing those thrilling, silly little stories became his career. I wasn't ever a big reader. I don't consider myself to be an intelligent woman neither. Intelligent women discover new chemical elements. They write articles in liberal newspapers. They write much more than just pipe recipes. They protest and fight for their rights. Hello! They demand attention and respect. But me, I never demanded anything. You told me that you're gonna make the game 100%. I did. It is. I never demanded anything. Walter. We can't keep living like this, Walt. Where's the key? What key? Whoa! Where's the key? Walter, what key? The bedroom key, Walter. Is that it? Nope. Drawer? Really? Thank you. What the hell was that? Is that all there is to it? No, come on. We got up here to talk to him about the bird. I guess bedroom, as I understand it, Walter's parents slept in separate bedrooms, one of them harsh 1910 traditions. Walter and I turned this place upside down looking for the key, but no luck. Sure feels strange knowing that I can't access certain parts of the house, not like the house ain't big enough already. Yes. Something went wrong in New York. I never found out what exactly. Walter fell into a pit of debt and dragged me down there with him. He left the obscenely high deposit we paid on our basement. What? Apartment. Packed our bags and rented the cheapest rust bucket he could find. In the spring of 1945, we moved to the farm. To Walter's parents' old house. Edna and Douglas Harris died of typhus back in 1927. And so we jumped off the bumpy life raft that was our former life and rushed into the unknown. Nope. What? Oh, there's the bird. Found it. Of all Walter's sins, his adultery was the least to concern me. Let's say his gambling affected my life in a much more serious way. His adultery was pretty obvious. Walter hadn't touched me in months. Can't say I was too upset about it though. Nonetheless, I knew one thing for sure. That ginger bib, Margaret, sure did love her onions. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Stay away from the egg. Stay away from the egg. No. I need this. You can't take this away from me. Stay away from the egg. Stop. Open up. Stop. No. The problem is that these things make you reset. No. Stay away. Stay the absolute foof away. No. Go away. Go away, whiskey. No. No. Oh my god. Hurry up. What is wrong with you? No, 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 no. No, no. Oh. Those, how can I donate here? There's a donate button somewhere down, like in the if you click on the profile, I think you'll find it. I was suffocating in this cramped farmer's paradise. I could feel the noose tightening around my neck. I went to the bank. So, can you state your profession, ma'am? She says she's an ornithologist, so we're gonna go with this. I'm an ornithologist by trade, but for now, I just run the house mostly. Excuse me, how do you spell that? I'm not gonna spell that. A scientist, the kind who studies birds. I see. And how about the man of the house, ma'am? What does he do? He's a writer. Wait, Walter Harris? You mean the writer? The Affair with the Killer, The Black Tulip. I see you're a fan. Haha, not me, I'm afraid. My wife, though, why, she just adores his books. Who would have thought right here in our backyard? Huh. Anyway, well, ma'am, I'm sorry to say this, but we can't give you a loan. Well, not to you anyway. But why don't you bring your husband around next time? I'm sure we could figure something out. I was hoping not to get my husband involved. I see. It's me who needs the money, not him. In that case, ma'am, if you urgently need money, then what's stopping you from taking out the 30,000 and what 30,000? Ah, well now, just a moment. He shuffles through his papers. Well. Yes. Oh, I beg your pardon, ma'am. That was my mistake. I just realized the 30,000 is in insurance. What insurance? What 30,000? He peers at a sheet of paper. Life insurance, ma'am. Silly of me to have missed it before, but it looks like Mr. Harris's publisher took out an insurance policy in his name. Here, see for yourself. In the event of death or disappearance, yada yada yada, or you can skip this part, the beneficiary will receive a lump sum payment of $30,000. Looks like a standard contract as insurance goes. Anywho, I must apologize again. I didn't mean to cause any confusion. No, thank you. You've been a big help. Glad to hear. In that case, I'll be waiting for you and Mr. Harris to drop by. All the best, ma'am. Oh, and do allow me to remind you that all deposits and contributions are insured with us at blank. That clerk's words broke through his cracked, graceless lips and disappeared into thin air. $30,000, an incredible sum of money. It felt like the more I thought about it, the less I was able to comprehend how much money that really was. Walter, he hadn't even said a word. Why not? I remember getting this strange feeling. It was weak and not at all there yet, but I felt it on the edge of my mind all the time. The moment I tried to catch it and pay attention to it, I left the bank and the dry spring wind of the outside world dispelled that feeling as if it was never there to begin with. I must have parked over there. Is that? Yeah, that's her. Laura. Hey, Laura. Hello, Margaret. It's good to see you. How long has it been since we last seen each other? Come to think of it, I ain't seen Walter around much either. How's he doing anyway? Why don't you... Yeah, let's just confront her about it. Margot, hurry up. It's buzzier than a blind dog in a meat house in here. Break's over. Move those hips, girl. Alright, I'm coming. Anyway, Loretta. Oh, the girls and I are gonna see a show on Saturday. You should come join us. And I want to talk. Look, I'll stop by if I'm in the neighborhood. You don't mind, right? I gotta shoot. There we go. That ginger bib. Yeah, she ain't got nothing on us. I lied, of course. I ain't no ornithologist. Never have been and never studied nowhere. Just a habitual lie I tell. I'm a working girl. I needed some way to survive when I moved to New York. I wanted to be a nurse but failed the exams twice. I washed the tiles at diners, tried working as a waitress, tried working as a newspaper secretary, and believe it or not, even worked at a salon. I wouldn't say I enjoyed any of it, but work is work. I read an article about a female ornithologist once. She was on an expedition of some sort. I liked it. I even bought the Birds of America. Ain't much of a bird lover though. Hard to love harbingers of disease. It was hotter than 6 shades of hell. I had the windows cranked all the way down and could feel the sun burning my skin through the windshield. A swarm of thoughts swirled in my mind, so I didn't notice that I was running out of gas. This old bag of bolts chugged 30 gallons to the mile. But Lady Luck smiled on me for the first time that day, and the gas station appeared out of the blue. Its concrete face rose from the middle of a cornfield, all cracked and worn like the wrinkled face of some old woman. Funny thing was, I can't say I'd ever seen that gas station before, even though this was the only road leading home. Hello? 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 All 48 of them. Leave it. Fine, I guess we have to take it. Travel by bus. Afternoon, ma'am. How's the day treating you? Could be better. It's too hot today. You ain't wrong there, ma'am. Almost 100 degrees out. Could you fill me up for $3? Sure thing. Anything else I can get you? I don't even know what I want. If you'll allow me, ma'am, I may have just a cure for what ails you. You do? New and improved rat poison. Even contains its own secret formula. Smells like almonds, I think? This sucker will get rid of the rats, mice, whatever's plaguing you. Almonds, yeah. Guaranteed to work. All for $1.99. I don't think that... you know what? You look like a diligent housewife, ma'am. Why don't you take a sample? You go, girl. Hello, Kona. Hello. And the house, just for you. Oh well, I assure you, ma'am, you will not be disappointed. Give poison, please. Okay. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. We're waiting for words to pass by. And we need to keep, like, the positive ones. So, yeah. Hurry it up. Fear, nope. Fungal, nope. Money, nope. Hope. Oh, they have like a white underground. Okay, yeah. Yeah, these scenes are pointless. Chance. Hi, Walt. It's hotter than the devil's armpit outside. No kidding. Thought I was gonna melt. Ain't it a little early to be breaking out the wine? What are you smiling for? It's all done. What is? You mean you finished your book? Yup. But that's wonderful. Why didn't you? The publisher already gave me the green light. I sent them the initial chapters. I don't want to jinx anything before it's set in stone. But they're saying that the folks from Metro Silver Mayer are interested. Might even turn it into a motion picture, they said. Just imagine starring Clark Gable. I thought you quit acting. Then Harry Cooper. Who cares? That's not the gosh darn point. Hollywood, Laura, you're right. I'm sorry. Oh, Walter, I'm so happy. Good for you. Good for us, sweetheart. Can the white wait a little? I'll get to fixing us a real nice supper. How's about you cook us up that steak you know I love? I honestly didn't expect it. For a moment it felt as though everything could change. It was a flash of hope. Let's add pepper. Walter publishes his novel, and we return to New York, to our apartment on 12th Avenue, just as if we never left, and life goes back to normal again. Chop the meat. That's veggies, but okay. But still, he'd make promises before. He'd always found another woman before I could start unpacking my damn suitcase. He's gambled us into the ground when we already dirt poor. When we were already dirt poor, I suppose. But you know, Mace is getting poison for free. Yeah, absolutely, yo. Why should I think any of that'll stop in New York? No, something deep inside me, something strange had been triggered, and I couldn't stop it. Add poison. Walter, hey, how's it going? Ready, coming right up. Okay, now this is one of the most amazing scenes in the game, because look at how well dressed she is, right? She's serving him poisoned steak. She knows what's gonna go down. And just watch. Walter, he's talking with his mouth full. This steak is delish. Thank you. Last time I ate this good was back in the Big Apple. You barely touched your... I ain't hungry. Well, drink wine. Drink wine. This woman is a beast. She's just... Should I go with... I ran into Margaret? Yeah. No. We'll do it like this. Hang on. Did you? He clears his throat. So how was she? Fatter than usual, fatter than when I last saw her, if you ask me. You think so? Not like I'm one to talk, I've certainly let myself go. But think about what it's like to be in her shoes, Lo. Poor girl's been all alone. Ever since Clarence bought the farm, it's gotta be hard for her. And you, he points his fork at Loretta. As a woman, I'd empathize with her a little more. Oh, my dear Walter. And that's why you chose to soothe... I'd say Mark to... Yeah! Help me out, Connor. Come on. No, you know what? Since Lo is the one that killed him, right? We should go with I went to the bank, just so he knows before he dies that we're taking 30,000 out of your death. How's that? And that's why you chose to soothe the grieving widow. No. One? Alright, the first one, the top one. Alright. What? What's that supposed to mean? You know exactly what that's supposed to mean. I already told you it's over. You must think I'm dumber than a box of rocks. What are you trying to achieve here, huh? Why can't we just celebrate, enjoy a nice supper, like ordinary civilized folks? I'm fed up with your tricks, Walter. Fed up with you treating me like shit. Fed up with lingering in this godforsaken dump and with all the racists and horse. Nobody forced you to move out here, Loretta. Listen. I know you blame me for what happened to John. He slams his fist into the table. Nice foofing supper. You just couldn't help yourself, could you? Why do you need to bring this shit up again? Why now? What is it with you today? No, you're right. Let's just keep it bottled up inside. I'll hasten. I'll be a good housewife, and you can keep foofing around with that ginger sluice. Then everyone will be happy. Enough. I'm not listening to this shit anymore. And if you must know, I do blame you. Oh, finally, the brave man comes out and says it. I've read the police report. You're such a hypocrite. Laura, I had no idea you could be so full of crap. I've read the Walt? Oh yeah, spacebar. Master spacebar to not so you won't die. Walter looks like he's trying to say something, but only the sound of gurgling can be heard as he slowly chokes to death. This is your fault. I must admit I don't like it when people say honestly or to tell you the truth. It always gives me the impression that they've been shamelessly lying to you up until that point, but there's something transcendental about murder, something beyond our understanding, despite how regular and natural it seems otherwise. Why else would anyone do it? Oh, don't accuse a woman of being a liar when she doesn't know how to be honest with herself. Stillborn like my first child, like a poet who speaks no language, like a deaf, blind, and mute person in a world of sound, color, and signs. I won't reach the truth with words. They can't give it shape. There is one truth I know, though. Walter is dead. And then it's just like dead. Dead. Yeah, that's good poison. You don't like people, do you? I didn't say that, but truth be told, I don't expect any good to come from them. Okay, come on. Let's see. Let's talk about this. What does this look like? Moth, mask, mold, mirror. Let's do this together. Why not? I think this looks like a mask. If you see, like here, there's like a little bit of a face happening. Could be a mask. Could also be a moth. Do you think people want to hurt you? I think we're wasting our time here. Why is that? Look, I know how this works. First we look up at some pictures together and have a nice little chat. Then tomorrow you dig into my brain with a metal rod. You're exaggerating. Leucotomies have elevating of suffering for a great many people. In your case, however, I doubt it will be required. I'd like to believe that. Let's continue, shall we? Okay, I don't know, man. I don't know what this is. Like, what? Rat, necklace, well, vagina. Why this? Why is this one of the options? Like this? Jesus Christ. I don't know. This doesn't look like a rat. Can you help me? This doesn't look like a rat. The bottom 10. Well, per se, yeah. This doesn't look like a rat. It doesn't look like any of these, I guess. I don't know. It looks weird. It looks very weird. I can see like... Looks like a pelvis. Yes! Oh, yeah, fair enough. But like, look, this could be like one, like... I don't know, like a little girl with like hair over here. That's like the same. But I guess... Are we actually going with... Are we actually going with this? It's like a... Yeah, okay, fair enough. Interesting. What is your associative pattern? My husband calls them tricks. But it was he who brought you here, wasn't it? So pay attention. Okay, that's nothing. Come on, this is actually nothing. Wheat, cradle, eyes, and crow? This is nothing. It's just a puddle. I don't know. What does this look like? Nah, shit isn't an option. Let's see, wheat. It doesn't look like wheat. No matter how you look at it, you can't find eyes, actually. Cradle. How is this? Oh, yeah, it does look like a cradle, actually. Hang on. Yeah, it's a blob, but like, think about this. If this is like the cradle, right? This is the opening for the baby. And these two, like, smudges could look like wheels. Wheat is an interesting option, but I need you to explain that a little bit. I don't know. Do we go with wheat? All right, let's go with wheat. Is something wrong? Yeah, they're just. These are just splotches. Ain't much to see in them. Whatever you do see is only my imagination. This ain't fair. I ain't done nothing wrong. Life isn't fair. At your age, it's high time you realize that. Oh, don't be so gloomy. How did that saying go? In Italy, under the rule of Borgia, terror, murder, and bloodshed reigned. Yet it ended up giving birth to Michelangelo da Vinci in Renaissance. In Switzerland, brotherly love, democracy, and peace were established for 500 years. And do you know what they produced? The cuckoo clock. Nail. I woke up with an awful pain spreading through my whole body. It came in waves, like one blow after the other. One eye was all swollen and watery, felt like it was gonna burst. Hell, I wanted it to burst. Not that it helped none. No, the pain was focused somewhere else. When I opened my eyes, first thing I saw was a crooked, rusty nail sticking out of my foot. Went right through my own skin, so I tugged it free. Son of a bib. I was ready to howl, or ready to scream at the top of my damn lungs. Best I could muster was a whimper, though. It was like the top of that metal nail was smiling up at me like some Cheshire cat. Okay, one more try. Stay calm. Breathe. Breath, not breathe, but fine. Come on, Lo, focus. Holy foof. Shit. Goddamn porch. Goddamn nail. Why couldn't you hammer it in like I asked? The hell's wrong with you, Walter? Walter. Trying to make it easier for me to finish you off? Hell, why I'm even asking you? Ain't like you ever knew which end of the hammer to use anyway. This is some wicked irony, alright. Oh Lord, I can see rust stuck in the wound. Damn. Ain't no time to dwell on that now. Alright, one more time. Again. Come on. There you go, it's out. Alright. The gaping wound stared back at me. An awful blood-red gash. Last night felt like a bad dream, about to fade into memory, but still, my ripped up, muddy dress, my aching leg, the puddle of my own vomit. They all suggested otherwise, and to get rid of those reminders as soon as I can. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be sick. Ugh. Phone? No. We need pills, I think. Or do we get the pills afterwards? I can't quite remember. No, we do need them now. Bingo. I knew you were in here somewhere. They're expired a long time ago too. Should I take them? Why not? You just committed murder. You stepped on a nail. Lady, I'm gonna say that taking expired pills at this point is just like the bottom of the barrel. You shouldn't care about that. Not like things can get any worse. Exactly, just yeet. Bigus yeetus. Hang on. Did it? No. Ah, fine. Whatever. Where does that lead? I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Reminder of last night. Ah, what a mess. Clean up. Clean up. Can you... Leftovers from yesterday. Yes, we are well aware of what this is. Do not need to know that. Thank you very much, Laura. Just grab some... The fuck? Laura? Where are we going? Oh no, I did the circle. What an idiot. No. Oh no, this is the way to the kitchen. Right. Hide. He wasn't lying. Yes, it smells like almonds. Doesn't seem to be lying, but we need... What do we need? We need to clean this mess. Hang on. I ain't ready to go out yet. Need to change out of these clothes first. Oh, yeah. Right. Tetanus time. Yes. That's our house. Not the house. That's our room, I meant. Change. That's better. Now to get rid of this dress. Ripped dress. Who the hell could that be? Hi, Margaret. You look like you've seen better days. What happened? Mind calling out Walter for me? Go foof yourself. I don't want to see your stupid red face or your cheap dress around here anymore. Huh? What are you, deaf? Laura, what? Or maybe your mama dropped you when you were a baby. How dare you? Walter, you in there? Don't bother. Lady that gets paid so she can offer other services. He won't hear you. You bib. The hell are you up to? Get off my property, you goddamn hick, and stay off. Hang on. Okay, great. There we go. Things didn't go all that well with Margaret. I may have felt a little better in the end. But it was clear that dumb Bib wasn't about to drop the issue. Well, she should at least keep her distance for now anyway. Alright, now for the manuscript. It ought to be in the study. What in the Sam Hill? Yes. Shovel, I should get the shovel. Yes. But I can't shake the feeling that I might need it later. Yes. Let's go check the basement first, because I believe it's in the basement. Check the basement, yes. Why is it so dark in here? My foot hurts. Where's the damn sound coming from? Where's the lamp? Smells wretched as all get out down here. Rats! This ain't the first time, but Waller would usually take care of it. Today just ain't my day. Dead bird. Is that our bird? No, it left. Portrait. A portrait of Walter's mother, Edna. It's covered in dust. Well, hello. A glass jar. A tag on the jar says chicory root? Chicory root? I don't know. It's a root. It's a decent coffee substitute when you're out of money. Cool, I guess. Unsettling hole. I don't know where this hole came from or where it leads, but I ain't in hurry to find out. Steel bar. Give it a whack. Yeet. Phew, that should do it. Is she Nah, she's not. But there is I believe she said that she lost a child, right? So, I'm assuming that being a woman and losing a child changes you as a person for life. It's just my imagination is all. She isn't preggers. There's nothing I can do in there. Phone, no. Oh, yeah, we had to go upstairs. Right. Yeah. Study. I rarely stepped foot in Walter's study. Everything here's just as it was yesterday. Jesus Christ. An old bottle of bourbon and that old beat-up typewriter. Sheets of paper tied with a ribbon lie next to it. Chapters of straw bull. The rest of the manuscript should be in the safe. An open envelope lay next to it. It's an informal letter of unofficial-looking paper certified by the secretary. Dear Mr. Harris, Walter. The bull is positively sensational, although I do believe we should give it the title some consideration. I can say without a shadow of a doubt that this is your best work yet, and I'm only halfway through reading it. Take the letter out. Okay. I forgot I'm supposed to be reading these. Why did I skip these? What is wrong with me? I regret to inform you that my husband, Walter Harris, has gone missing. It's possible something may have happened to him, or perhaps he simply ran out of his love-deprived wife. His reasoning is beyond me. I am writing because you were interested in Walter's latest manuscript, Strobel. By coincidence, the manuscript currently sits in my possession. The original. There are no copies. Mr. Schaefer, I assume that you are a busy man, so I'll cut to the chase. As far as I know, your company has taken out a life insurance policy on Walter. Due to this extraordinary development, I must ask that you send a check with the amount applicable in the event of his passing, if you wish to see the manuscript in its entirety. Despite my disagreements with Walter, I am convinced that readers and fans of his talent should not be deprived of his latest masterpiece. I will send the manuscript to the day the check is received, as I understand that it rightfully belongs to you and your firm, which has done so much for our family. Yours faithfully, Loretta Lou Harris. Lick the envelope. Especially having that child war. Yes, all done. Now I just gotta wait. The pain in my leg was getting worse. So on my way to the post office, I decided to stop at the gas station again, but something wasn't right. The gas station looked different that day, kind of like something was missing. In that some vein, I was seeing everything in a brand new light, kind of like looking through a cracked microscope glass or something, although I ain't never looked through a microscope in my entire life. This is not the same place. I mean, the map's the same. Ding. 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 Ding, pay attention to me. Yeah, you're no fun. What's up, ma'am? Are you the owner here? Nah, let's go with this. We need painkillers. Say, you sell painkillers right here or any kind of medicine? No, ma'am, we do not. This ain't no drugstore. Then I'll just take the cheapest bottle of whiskey you got. Better make that 2 bottles, actually. Wait, no! I had to talk. I had more options. I had more options. My name is William Henry Carter. I've been this county's sheriff for the last 3 years. Early in the morning of August 12th, 1947, I got a call from the Harris farm. Mrs. Harris claimed that her husband, Mr. Harris, had gone missing. So we're playing as the sheriff now, I believe. Sheriff, how old is Walter, ma'am? 45. And how long have the two of you been married? 16 years. Has he, pardon me, has Walter gone missing before? No. This'd be the first time. Hot damn. The hangovers get worse every time. Feels like my head's about to explode. Well, you did throw back 2 full bottles by yourself. What did you expect? Not 1 bottle, not a bottle and a half. 2 foofing bottles, Bill. I wonder if she can smell the booze on my breath. What am I saying? Of course she does. Jackass, women always smell this shit. You're in too deep now, Bill. Right, we have to explore. When was the last time you saw Walter? Yes. Yesterday morning. I thought he'd gone to the city at first, but the car was still parked by the house. Then evening rolls around and he still ain't back. So I called you today. Okay, let's explore. Loretta's standing there, arms folded, staring you down like she's fixing to ask you a question or simply challenge your authority. What a dish, though. Younger than you, but not by much, I reckon. She's got a great ass to boot. So, a writer, huh? Can you say you're surprised, Bill? A loser like you could never score a dame like her. Got a queer look in her eyes, though. Figures considering her man just took off. Poor gal. They don't suspect anything, actually. Strange strain. Stain can't quite tell what it was. This house has seen better days, that's for sure. Got an odd smell to it, too. Better not speak in front of her. Catch you by surprise there, sunshine. This ain't a house, it's a shack. That must be why the guy took off. But look who's talking. You live in a trainer, you jackass. You used to be a pilot, a hero. Where's all the heroics now, Billy boy? Drawing hooch is where they are. Maybe I should ask her for a painkiller. Nah, better not. Shovel. It's all clear as day. Or is it? Something ain't right. You really need this right now? You'd better slip it off in a car. Give it a couple of hours at least. There's always the hair of the dog. Nah, I'll just grab a bowl of soup or something. But now ain't the time for pondering soup. What are you staring at me like that for, sweetheart? You think finding a missing person's a piece of cake? Expecting me to pull him out of my hat or something? If you could pull her husband out of your hat, you would be the one being surprised, my boy, not her. Didn't they have anti-tetanus? Maybe. I'm not sure. I think they did, actually. I think they did. As if you could stand to carry a couple of city slickers around. Only thing you're good for, Bill, is lugging around a heap of flask. Well, to hell with all that. Yeah, let's go with that. Tell me, ma'am, Was Walter acting strange at all? Did he do anything unusual before he disappeared? No, sir. Nothing that comes to mind. Do your children live with you? Ain't got no children. No children, no husband, no job. If you're not careful, you'll be 3 for 3 yourself. You dumb drunk. Got no kids, nor any wife to speak of neither. What about Maggie, though? Nah, Maggie's a different kind of broad. Alright, cowboy, strain your brain. Just a couple more questions, then we can wrap up this sideshow. Did Walter have any health conditions? You trying to imply he's crazy? Well, no, sir. My husband's in his right mind. Was he in the military? Yeah, he was, but he never did like talking about it. Said he spent 2 years on a boat somewhere out in the Philippines writing propaganda. At least that's my understanding of it. You know, pamphlets about Hitler, Hirohito, and the like. I chose not to pry any deeper than that. I see. Study! This is my nightmare. This is exactly how I had to study. It's just this image. Just study! So this is Walter's study. Yeah, he spends most of his day in here. The sheriff sniffs. Has anything changed since he went missing? Hard to say. What about family? My family? No, ma'am. Your husband's. Well, he has a sister over in New York City. Can't say we've ever been all that close. Don't suppose you have her number. I'm afraid I do not. The sheriff's mouth curves into a deep frown. Nazi? Well, not exactly Nazi, Optimus. May I ask what happened to your leg? If you like something, I just scratched it is all. But it ain't nothing serious. Ouch. You might want to go see a doctor about that anyways, ma'am. Tetanus is no laughing matter. Lots of folks die from it. I'll get right on that, Sheriff. Did Walter take anything with him when he left? Photo or maybe a postcard? Do you know if anything's missing from the safe? Oh, no. Walter keeps his manuscripts in there. He didn't take those with him? I ain't sure. I don't know the combination. Did Walker keep up any extensive correspondence with anyone? Any that you're aware of, at least? Or maybe someone you just learned of recently? Well, Walter spoke with his publisher, of course. Probably to some other writers as well. And his old war buddies, most likely. Mind if I take a look at the letter? This one. That doesn't seem like a good idea. So, yeah, sure, give him this. Let's not make ourselves look suspicious. You should read them. Might offer you some clarity. Yard! Yard! Alright, Mrs. Harris. I'll be frank. The chances of us finding Walter are pretty slim. It's more... She's dumb AF? Why? Wait, why is she dumb? What happened? It's more likely that he'll reappear by himself when he's ready. I have to admit this sort of thing happens from time to time. Sometimes folks just get a little overwhelmed. They run away from debts, creditors, wives, without realizing they can't ever run away from themselves. Well, I appreciate your wisdom, Sheriff. What happens now? I'll get into contacting the local precincts in the meantime. Then the nearest hospitals, the morgue. It's a big city. Your husband could be anywhere. Ma'am, forgive me. I know this is a difficult subject, but I have to ask. Did you and Walt have any fights before he went missing? I mean, we have Margot, whatever her name is. So if she talks to the sheriff, he's gonna know. If we say I wouldn't say so, and Margot tells her that Walter and her had an affair, then he's gonna know that we're up to no good. So we have to be honest with him. You know, I think Walter and I might gone to the same school. Only one school around here, so it ain't all that surprising. Was there anyone else he was in contact with around here? Any friends or neighbors? Enemies even? Someone I could talk to? No, sir. At least not that I'm aware of. Does that thing still work, by the way? What? The well behind you, there. Yes? Mind if I take a look? Sure is dark. I wonder how deep it goes. Oh no. You know, if you ain't using it, then that'd be ground for getting fined. You better ask someone to board. Wait, what's that? Oh no! Oh shit! Oh, is that a rat? Sure is a meaty one. Look at that! He's trying to climb his way out. That fellow's braver than all get out. Suckers breed faster than rabbits, so I'd recommend buying some rat poison or something. Probably got yourself a right nest down there. You got anyone around that can help you, ma'am? I can send my boys to you if you don't mind. They'll board it up for you in no time. Thank you, Sheriff. I can handle it myself. Holy poop. That's a meme right there. No! No! Oh, that was such a meme. Just Loretta staring down at you and she's like, you did what? You did what? Come on, let's seal it up. Mind if I smoke? Who are you? Go right ahead. This is a mistake, in my opinion. You think so? Life's dealt me a bad hand. That or I just ain't been playing him right. I don't know. Everybody has problems. It's all about how we respond to them. Don't give me that. I shouldn't need to remind you the war is over. Men shot each other, stabbed each other, killed each other. And for what? Men aren't the only ones who fight in wars. No, but it's the men who's starting them. Have you ever heard of the Chinese ruler Wu Zetian? Should I? There's no such thing as wrongdoing, Loretta. Only doing. Anyway, how are you feeling in general? Honestly? Pretty good. We're going to confirm that now. Please concentrate. What? It's a flask, a pipe, and a broken mug? Staring at the cheater, yeah. I don't know. Pipe? What are these things? I don't know. Do you just pick randomly? Should we go with the bottle over here? I don't know. Oh well. Oh! Oh! I feel like the world has changed too fast and I don't feel safe. I mean, I don't know what I mean anymore. Let's continue. What do we choose? There's no right and wrong, is there? Do we go with the moth, the bird, or is that a key? That's a key, I think. Vase blood stain? I don't know what that was. That's a weird part, isn't it? Should we go with the bird, the moth? I don't know. I'll go with the bird, I think. What are these things, man? I see scissors, a whirly thing, and just a smudge? I don't know. don't let what I did fool you. I'm a good person, well, an ordinary person, but people sure love labeling things. Smart folk always have the simple answers. It's so easy to trip yourself up once. Way easier than you'd think. Easier than a round of gin rummy. Or getting your hands on a pair of nylon stockings. It's very convenient too. What do you mean by that? Well, it's tempting to commit an unforgivable act, then revel in self-pity, making excuses for the rest of your life. Now, don't you start with me with that. Have you ever heard the saying, let sleeping dogs lie? I think that's exactly what you chose not to do. I don't know what I don't know, man. Oh, that's an actual puzzle. Okay. All right. Yeah. 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 What is? Yes. It should be around here then. Hang on. I need you to stay away. Yeah, I have no idea what is happening. Fuck. Ah, foof. What? What is this? This is just darkness. Okay. This looks like head. Oh, it's a picture of the couple. Right. No, this should be here. These lines should be down here then. Yes. No. No. Yes. This actually kind of reminds me of a game the first game I think I ever played in my channel on YouTube called Pixel Puzzles Japan. And it's just you just playing like solving puzzles and what? No, where's the other? I saw it. Where did it go? What happened? No, come on, you can't do me like this. Oh, there it is. Oh, thank God. Phone. A call from New York for Mr. Harris. Connect us. You think you can blackmail us, toots? Blackmail? Well, sure, if that's what you want to call it. But since I'm the one who owns the manuscript, I think it'd be more appropriate to call it reimbursement, or maybe compensation. For the presumed widow of a talented writer, you could even print that on the dust jacket. Harsh man's voice. Where's Harris? Listen here, lady. Nobody messes with Jerry Schaefer. Oh, it didn't do me any good. But he'll call again. Make no mistake. People like Schaefer never miss an opportunity for profit. But that still leaves me with a problem. El Seifo. The safe combination. I searched the whole damn house for a clue, a note, anything, but it looks like old Walter, old fuddy-duddy Walter, who by supper would always have forgotten what he ate for breakfast or sometimes mixed up his left for right. The same lying bastard Walter only ever kept the combination in that good-for-nothing brain of his. I tried his birthday, our wedding anniversary, his mother's birthday, and even the date of his first publication. Nothing worked. You must have written the combination down somewhere, Walter. You're a writer, you wrote everything down. Okay, let's check this. Crime and Punishment. Key. Never heard of it. Well, we got a key. There's a key hidden in the book. You gotta open up the door. One of the doors in this house. No clue which one though. Maybe Walt's parents' bedroom? Walter's desk. Letter from Hey Daddy, how are you doing? How's Laura? I hope y'all are doing okay. I'm doing just fine. Sorry it took me so long to write you back. Things have been pretty crazy recently. You know how it is. Did you finish your novel? I think you did. You've been working on it for so long, Daddy. I've got some big news I want to talk about. I don't know when you'll get this letter though. Anyway, Mickey and I are gonna come visit, so let's talk in person. Swack, I don't know what swack is, but it's swack. That's so swack of you, dude. That's like, I'm sure the combination is in here somewhere. I should take a look around, but there it's maybe here. Except for, okay, cigar club. I ain't never seen Walter smoke a cigar. There's an address on it, 11 Rainwood Street. Must be in the city. I could pay a visit when I get the time, of course. Let's take this. What's in here? Nothing. Oh, a racing derby. Only Walter could find a racetrack out in the middle of nowhere. Walter. The key from the book fits. Heavens to... What's that smell? I gotta open a window or something. Wardrobe. Empty. Old suitcase. The flowers are all dried up. Nothing here, just a suitcase. The suitcase is bound tightly with twine. I can't break through it with my bare hands. Do we have to grab something? I should look. Oh, come on. What? I don't know what this says. Cage? A cage. It's empty. Apparently, Walter's parents kept a bird of some kind. Oh, the bird that we found in the basement, probably. How long has it been down there for then? Scissors. Discharged man shoots parents. Guggenheim warehouse fire. Ransom paid but child not found. Olson family offer reward. I remember this case. Someone kidnapped the daughter of some hoity-toity oil tycoon. Open it. A bottle of rum, one hell of a drink. A camera. Walter and I almost never took any pictures. That's me, basically. Look closer. Key. There's a key here. It looks like the kind used to open a safety deposit box, but where? Town. Obviously. Did you take the key? And not just because of the secrets of Walter's past. I still needed to open the goddamn safe, but I was plumb out of ideas. I considered throwing it out of the window, but there was no way that thing was gonna budge. I won't get that check without the manuscript. Is there some way to just airmail the whole safe to Schaefer? I needed to come up with something and fast, so I decided to head into the city. Let's go here. Ma'am, I already told you to open a safe, and I mean any safe, though I can't say for sure which one you have. An old one. Well, old or new, you'll need either a very good locksmith or a very good thief. Precisely, and I'm afraid I'm neither. All I sell is doorknobs and fasteners, ma'am. What a waste of time. Let's go to the address. Take your time, Loretta. What can I get you? Sorry to bother you. I'm looking for the Koopa Cigar Club. Is this the place? What, can't you read? Look at the sign, lady. This is a bar. We don't sell cigars here, only drinks. So I suggest you either order one or take a hike. Excuse me? Don't suppose you know where I can find the Koopa Cigar Club? Cigar Club? Ah, you're looking at it, babe. But it was shut down a year, maybe 2 years ago. All's left of it now is this poop hole. The bartender looks over displeased. Where do you think you are, the Ritz or something? Bartender looks away, even more displeased. A year or two? Why is a pretty dame like you looking for a cigar club anyway? Here, why don't I buy you a drink instead? Thanks, but I'm in a hurry. Of course you are. I don't understand. This ain't making any sense. Let me take another look at the matchbox. The address is right, but there's no way these matches are 2 years old. Hey, there's a phone number on the other side. Was this written with a ballpoint pen? Must be recent then. How the hell did I miss this? I could call the number, but what good will that do? The clubs really did close a couple of years ago. If that loser got it wrong, I should find the phone. Mind if I use your phone? The bartender sighs heavily. It's out back by the John. It smells like piss in here, and Lord knows what else. Payphone. Call the number. Oh, it's you. I know who you are. You shouldn't have dialed this number. Who are you? Do I know you? We'll be seeing each other soon. Bus depot. Let's go to the bus depot. If this key really belongs to the bus depot, then it must be one of those lockers here. Some drunk's falling asleep right next to the locker I need to get into. Oi. Oi. Kick. The bum gurgles something unintelligible. Well, that's just perfect. How do I get him out? How do I get rid of him now? He reeks of booze. Maybe a fresh bottle will get him to move. Alright, let's go get some booze. Now that's where we are. We need to go back to the bar. A bottle of liquor, please. Cheapest you got. Oh, has the lady finally decided to have some fun? Don't ask. Well, you have a lovely evening. Thank you. What about this guy? We can't do anything about that, so let's move on. Back we go. Right, buddy, you're set. Bus depot. Is that like a horse or a cheetah or something? Hey pal, got a bottle of something you might like. Look, just move over, would you? Thank God that worked. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. A package. There's some kind of parcel here. I don't get it, Walt. What does all this mean? I should wait till I get home to open it. What's up, dude? Hey, who the hell are you? Then said he unto me, prophecy unto the wind, prophecy, son of man, find and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord God, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. Are we not going to discuss this, Loretta? Really? On my way home, I got to thinking, maybe I just made a mistake. The man on the other end of that wire could be anyone. An old friend, a comrade in arms, or some other failed writer. It was amazing how after Walter's death I was starting to learn so much about him. Way more than what I knew of him when he was still alive. Things that were obviously private. Things that he didn't want to share with his own wife. Then suddenly, the engine overheated. Goddamn bucket of bolts, Lord. What did I do to deserve this? Oh, who am I kidding? You know perfectly well, Loretta. So I walked. Good thing the house was only half a mile away. I noticed the luxurious white car right away, parked by the front porch. I'd never seen a car quite like it. Some old man with a cane was standing next to it, and something deep in my gut told me nothing good was gonna come from this meeting. Dude, what's up? Can I help you? Go call out your husband, sweetheart. I'd like to speak to the property owner. I'm the property owner. Ah, well, that explains it. What you're needing all this land for anyway? Well, I've got a mind to sell it, but I didn't catch your name. Name's Peter Solomon Morgan Jr., but y'all can call me Mr. Morgan. I own the land southwest of here, which means I've the misfortune of being your neighbor. What's that supposed to mean? Come take a look. See this? The whole lot's rotten. Ain't even worth feeding to the livestock. Thank you kindly for showing me some dirt. I thought we were getting kidnapped. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine that we get kidnapped by the other guy in the post office? That'd be terrible. Thank you kindly for showing me some dirt. But I fail to see how this has anything to do with me. Fail to see, do ya? Turns purple with anger. 50 acres of fertile land and reduced to nothing but horse shit. My sincerest congratulations. Absolute savage. So what? And that has to do what with me? I hired a specialist. Through his investigating, he concluded that the drainage installed on your property is wrecking my crops. I was looking to have a conversation with a real property owner, resolve the issue peaceful like, but I guess that just ain't on the cards. I don't give a damn about you or your land, old timer. Listen hard, you goddamn Okie. Let go of me, you asshole. If Flips or someone else is paying you to pull this shit, or this is your own hair-brained attempt at sabotage, Lord help me, I'll drag your ass through the muck myself if I have to. You hear me? Fuck off, pig. What's going on here? Howdy, Bill. You doing all right there, Miss Harris? Yeah. Mr. Morgan was just leaving. Yeah, I'm going, but this ain't over. I'll be seeing you in court, Mrs. Harris. Whatever, you old fart. Your hand okay? So your car out there on the road. Figured I'd come see if everything's okay. Well, what was old Bill wanting? Okay, wish I knew, Sheriff. Wish I knew. Morgan's grip was surprisingly strong for an old man and left a bruise. The sheriff made himself scarce before long. He came asking the same questions, but he had them written down in a notebook this time and didn't reek of booze. Still, I don't think he suspects me. He seems more focused on Walter's past. Here's an ordinary one. That old donkey, I'll say. Ought to learn to keep his hands to himself. Got any news on Walter, Sheriff? Actually, yes. I was talking to the New York, found out something rather strange. Tell me. You ever heard of an Irving Wallace? Nope. Doesn't ring any bells. Well, it sounds like Walter and Irving did time together. Walter did time? No way. That's what I thought. But when? Why? In the early 20s, but I don't know why. There ain't much left from the pre-war archives. Walter obviously used this to his benefit and kept his little vacation a secret. This is more than just a secret. Don't get me wrong, ma'am. Everyone makes mistakes. Far as I can tell, Walter was a dignified man. Wish I could say the same about that Wallace character, though. Who is he? He made a killing during the Prohibition, but his fortune wasn't big enough to attract unnecessary attention. Then he got his business legalized and went into publishing. Even bought a stake in a local newspaper. Either way, he's bad news, but no charges have been brought against him yet. Strange thing is, well, my guess is Walter and Irving have stayed in touch to this day. I don't mean to scare you, ma'am, but Wallace might be connected to your husband's disappearance. What's that box, by the way? parcel from my brother in Oakland. I mean, we've been lying through this whole time. Uh, yeah, let's go with this. Thought it might be from Walter. Anyway, ma'am, I'll keep you informed. Let me know if anything happens in the meantime. Like what, Sheriff? People like Walls are extremely dangerous, so I'd like to ask you to stay vigilant till we figure this all out. Do take care now. What have you been up to, Walt? Ooh, okay, light, too much light. I must admit Morgan's visit came as something of a surprise. I had no idea what the old man wanted with me. Walter was the one who handled the land, not me. Any knowledge I might had was extremely vague. I could probably figure it out if I really put my mind to it. But on the other hand, who the hell cares? I'll be long gone the minute I get the check. I'll never have to see this house, this land, or Morgan ever again. I wasn't sure what to do next. Ask about the property. Yeah, fine, why not? So, Miss Harris, what can I help you with? I'm just looking to learn about the extent of my property and where the border between my and Mr. Morgan's line. All right, if you'll kindly take a look right here, this is your property. This is the property that, as I understand it, belongs to the bank. It's all ours. If the paperwork says anything to go by, then yes. Now here is where your property ends and Morgan's begins, as well as here, 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 and here. On another set of plans too. I get the idea. Mr. Morgan's rolling in money. You could say that. Don't tell me y'all are at odds about something. Well, oh, Miss Harris, you'd be better off giving him what he wants. You know, bargain a little for decency's sake, but come to an agreement nonetheless. Believe me, it's pointless going to court with people like him. I appreciate the advice. My pleasure. Oh, can I ask one last thing? Is it possible that there may be some drainage under my property that leads to Morgan's, which in some way unknown to me might be affecting his crops? That's hard to tell, Mrs. Harris. It'll depend on the history of the site, what was standing there before, groundwater lines, previous owners and such. I can try to look it up for you if you'd like. The records must be in the archive somewhere. So long as it ain't any trouble. Not at all, ma'am. It's my job. Just leave me a telephone number and I'll get in touch as soon as I find anything. Okay. I didn't think it really mattered at first, but at night for some reason I started to feel like something around me had changed. It was small, almost invisible. I began to wander through the rundown of old house, finding my way into corners I didn't even know existed, and then Kelly arrived. I forgot to mention, Walter had a daughter from his previous marriage, Kelly, and she'd promised in her letter Kelly came up with her boyfriend Mikey. Now, I'd only met Kelly a couple of times. First time when she was still a little girl. She was living with her mama somewhere in New Jersey, but then her mama succumbed to skeletal tuberculosis and passed away. Got no idea where Kelly found that joker Mikey. It was easy to tell from just a glance that he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. Now, Kelly was a fine enough girl, pretty as a peach. She had thick brown hair, big old doe eyes, a healthy tan, big hips, and a nice behind. Imagine the vulgarity of Mae West in a play by Karl Heinrich Ulrich. Mike is actually short for Michelangelo. He's some Italian kid from Jersey. At just 23 or maybe 24 years old, he was big enough to fill a doorway. And I mean, he was huge, black hair, all shiny with either grease or brilliantine, muscles bulging under his copper skin. I had no idea what he did for a living. I think maybe he served in the Navy before getting kicked out. Either way, didn't seem like things were going well for either of them. Like any young girl whose daddy walks out of the family, I think it's safe to assume Kelly despised her father. So why would a girl abandoned by her father drag her boyfriend across the country to see him? Folks on the outside looking in just wouldn't understand, but I did. Oh, I knew right from the start. Where's Daddy? Since they were too tired from the road, I was able to stall them with a dumb lie, and at that point all they wanted was to bathe and get some sleep, so I used the time to get my story straight. Your father abandoned me too, hon, gathered his belongings, and took off like the wind. The plan was to appeal to the sympathy of a fellow woman. By Jesus Christ, she's an actual savage. She's a fiend. That's what she is. By drawing comparison to Kelly's mother and squeezing any drop of sentimentally out of her that I could, but I knew it was never going to work. Kelly will always be a bib who ruined her parents' marriage. Heck, she'd probably blame you for her mother's passing, and I can't really fault her for that. Hey, Jesus Christ. I put them up in the guest room, in that room where Douglas House had once used several for his wife. His granddaughter now slept with Mickey. Not that they were actually sleeping. Out of the hallway, in the stillness of the night, I could hear Kelly breathing, along with her not so muffled signs. The kicking of the... Oh my god, skip. Skip, thank you. Oh my god, I forgot about that part. Skip. Thank you, no thank you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 3. Come on. Okay. Where am I going exactly? Oh, yeah, I remember. Hi, Walter. Walter, hi, honey. You don't look so good. I don't blame you, given the circumstances. I'm sorry for what happened. I need the combination for the safe, Walter. Say something. Come on, normally I can't get you to shut up. I mean, I couldn't. I wanted to tell you so much, you know, about what was tormenting me, burning me up on the inside, and now that you're finally quiet enough to listen, I don't know what to say. Kelly's here. Her boyfriend's pretty lousy in my opinion. Just some loser, and a dumb one at that. But that's just my first impression. We know how deceiving those can be. You forgot. Look there, in the basement. What do you mean, Walt? Skip. Go bed. Looks like the clock stopped. Yes. We have to go to the basement. Sing. Oh, yeah. Right, I forgot. We have to find fuses. And one fuse over here, and we need one more fuse. Don't get me demonetized! Stop! Thank you. Okay. Move. Down. Okay. No. Oh, no, we can't. Do nothing. Speak nothing. Nothing. Thank you, bye. Jesus Christ. It ain't right. Add the fuse box. Use the laser. Thank you. Go in the elevator. I'll be damned. Good evening, madam. Evening. Are you alone? We all are. What's going on in there? Private Sawyer. Invitation only. May I see yours? I don't have one. That's quite all right, miss. I think someone is expecting you. Expecting me? Who could that be? Why don't you come in and find out? Sounds tempting, but I don't think my dress suits the occasion. Come now, you look gorgeous, if I may be so bold. A cigarette, miss? It's Mrs. actually. And I quit a few years back. Who am I kidding? That don't matter now. Just so you know, I'm aware that I'm dreaming. Whatever you say. Got a light? Loretta draws deeply on the cigarette forgot how much I enjoyed that. One shouldn't deny themselves pleasure. Don't disagree with you there. It's pretty nice here. I'm getting a strange feeling like I've been here before. Of course, madam. We only serve those with memberships here. If you don't mind me asking, what will you do about that girl and that degenerate? Beg your pardon? What has started... what? Yeah. What has started should be finished, Loretta. I'll figure it out. I have no doubt you know what needs to be done. You think it's that easy? Put yourself in my shoes for a moment. Become some hick with no money, no education, no kids, not even a husband, no will to live. Many things in life do not depend on us, madam, but everyone deserves a chance. The question is, how will you use yours? You know they hang people for that. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. At least I believe that's how the saying goes. Is anyone gonna pick up the phone? I think it's for you. Phone. Hello? What in the... Oh, this can't be happening. Cradle. Shh, honey, it's alright. Calm down. Here you go. Now we just have to uncover this. Okay, moving on. Our memory is selective. We only remember what we want to. Scissor. No. Leave the egg alone. Leave the egg alone, you bastards. No. No, stop. Leave the egg. Leave the egg. What are you doing? Thank you. Let's go in. Yeah, that's very mean. The next morning I remember grinding meat, and Walter could never lift a finger or do anything to help me around the house. Mr. Lazy himself, by some divine coincidence, had sharpened the knives. Good morning, Lo. Think you mean good afternoon? Aw, come on, Ma. Rough night? Why the long face? Oh, Mickey and me had a fight is all. What smells so good? I'm making some mincemeat. Gonna fix us some dumplings. Oh, they'll hit the spot. Daddy always raves about your cooking. Can I help with anything? Nah, I'm almost done. Fair enough. I'd just make a mess of it anyway. Got any coffee? God, I'd die for a cup of joe. We ran out. Aw, that's a shame. Where's Mick? Oh, he's out in the backyard trying to fix our car. Ah, so he is. Must be sweating up a storm, that poor thing. But don't worry about him. He knows his way around the car. A regular grease monkey. Yeah. Oh, no. No. Henry Cavill boyfriend. Should we go with this? Nah, we're not gonna go with this, should we? That's just mean. You got no idea how much I hate this car. Fuck it. Oh, mama. Quit being so jealous. Not my fault. The old man hasn't taken a look under your hood in a while. Where is he, by the way? I don't know, girl. What do you mean you don't know? Does he do this often? Disappear, I mean. The grinder crunches through a meaty vein. Did you know your father's been seeing another woman? No, I didn't. Though I can't say I'm surprised neither. Don't forget he left his first family too. And he had a child. He had me. The meat squeaks and squelches in the grinder. Well, anyway. Listen, Lo, I've been meaning to ask. You used to work as a hairdresser, right? And suppose you could cut mine? You must be kidding. Please, it'll only take 15 minutes. I just need the ends trimmed. Please. All right, grab a chair. I'll get the scissors. Thank you. Mickey's jaw gonna drop right to the ground, I'm telling you. This is gonna be fun. Oh boy. Yeah, that slicing, you got beautiful hair. Yeah. Thank you. I got it from my mother. You have no idea how lush her hair was. Well, before the illness took her away. I'm sorry about what happened to your mother. Did you ever meet her? Twice. But I didn't ever have the courage to look her in the eye. Laura, don't. It ain't like you haven't had it hard too. Besides, Daddy helped us when he could. I don't think I could have paid for the funeral if it wasn't for you two. Well, you are his daughter. Let's move on, Laura. The past is past. Oh, you know, Mickey isn't much of a working man. The road's what he's after. He doesn't do well with enclosed spaces, like he can't sit still or something, so he's unemployed. Oh no! Well, actually, yeah. But he wants to be a racer. A bike racer specifically. And what do you want? Me? I just want everything to go right for a change. These past few years have been tough, you know? Looking after my mother was hard, and now I'm gonna have a baby. Then I felt sick. Sick from the thought that had been spinning in my head all this time, and all the things I'd done or came close to doing. Kelly's gonna have a baby. Ignoring the fact that she and Mickey are basically children themselves, they have their whole lives ahead of them. But for me, my die was cast the moment I stopped at that damn gas station. I'd already been considering that if I were able to sell the novel to Schaefer and leave town, then maybe Kelly and Mickey could move in here. Maybe they'd be able to find happiness here, that Walter and I never could. You were right. We're almost done. And it's not even 15 minutes gone by. How nice, I love it. Well, hands always remember what they've done. Were you expecting anybody? I wasn't. Maybe it's Daddy? Wait a minute. What is that? What is happening? Good afternoon. Afternoon. My eyes, dude! What's going on? Milk delivery, ma'am. This must be some mistake. No, that's impossible. But we don't get milk delivered here. You disappointed us, Loretta. Excuse me, you had such a promising start, only to let yourself balk to petty cowardice right at the finish line. I don't understand. Oh, but you do understand. You've done so much work, told so many lies. All for what? I ain't the murderer. I think Walter might have a thing or two to say about that. All right, Lo, time is running out, so listen carefully. Margaret will be here soon. Get rid of her. Pull yourself together, Loretta. This is your last chance, got it? Make sure Margaret forgets how to get here. For good. Otherwise, the consequences will be irreversible. But I don't know the combination. Yes, you do. Think. When it all start for Walter and end for you. Remember what happened in New York. My eyes, my God. Well, ma'am, looks like I've got the wrong address. Sorry about that. I hope you have a great day. Hey, Laura, who was it? Loretta, you okay? Mrs. Harris? Wait, no, he's Italian. Mrs. Harris. Wait, no, that's very bad actually. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, I'm fine. Just a little biz. Laura. Yeet. What you said about? Oh yeah. Yeah. That's true. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is so pointless. One of the oh no! Stop! What am I doing? Stop clicking! Walter was, well, not a communist, that's for sure, but he was at least a socialist in his beliefs. Not that I can really tell the difference, mind. It was pretty fashionable among writers and artists back then, and the daughter of a hard-working miner who died in the mine just the day before it was closed. I can't say I shared in his leftist ideals. I don't mean I think the Jews or that Stalin feller posed any threat to the American way of life, but I still consider communism to be nothing more than a fiction fueled by intellectuals on the East Side who've hardly worked a day in their lives. Yeah, I should have been more careful about that. We argued from time to time. Walter called me, or rather, people who shared my way of thinking, hypothetical people who probably exist somewhere, but basically myself personified for the purpose of this conversation. Philistines. Said the Philistines' paradise is an easily swayed construction that only needed a good rub for the blinkers to fall off. But the Philistines' paradise ain't so bad. He lived in it while we were in New York in a way. We had a cozy rental apartment with an electric toaster and electric iron and one of those automatic lemon squeezers. Sure, we paid for it with installments, so what? I can say one thing for sure, it was much better being in a boring, well-fed paradise than in some crumbling old barn with no central heating. Walter may have needed to hear the rustle of wheat for his inspiration. All I ever heard was the whispers of demons. What's up? I took her to bed. How's she looking? She seems alright, but I'm not doctor. She said it's the weather. You want to head out? Oh, I don't even know anymore. Maybe we shouldn't leave her alone, Oh, come on. She nearly broke her damn neck, Mick. But she didn't, did she? What else is there for us to do here? She gave me a haircut, though. She did? When did you get that done? You wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't said anything. Well, it's beautiful. Can we hit the road now? Oh, bro, you need to evaluate your life choices a bit more. You need to show a bit more respect, my guy. Let's go. There's no way to turn back now, and there never will be. It's so noisy inside my head, my thoughts are all murky. No, scattered even. I don't want to think, I want to act, but it feels like there's a glass wall in front of me, and I'm gonna break it. 24th September. October? December. There we go. How could I have been so blind? December 24th, 1946. The day that divided my life into a before and after. That's the combination. The manuscript. Or typescript, to be more precise. Straw bull. 200 pages of yellow strained melon paper. Inches of metal had been keeping me away from my destiny, and finally I held the book in my hands. It wouldn't be a work of Walt's if it didn't include some pretentious epigraph from John Milton. I don't know this poem, but it's like I said before, I don't read much. A sharp knock on the door interrupted me from enjoying the moment. It was Margaret right on time. Sorry I was so rude before. Oh, fuck off. It's okay, I can understand, I think. Thanks for the milk. I hope you choke on it. Ain't it funny how nothing changed? Excuse me. This living room, I mean the Harris house. Or your house, I suppose. Might be a little dustier than before, but that's about it. Double crossing bib. Walter and I were friends when we were kids, We'd spend entire days here at Mrs. Harris's before Clarence passed away. Oh yeah, Loretta, long before that. But Clarence ended up being the best of us. I'm so proud of him. His purple heart and his bronze star. You used them to open your favorite ginger ale. Were delivered with a letter from the president. Can you imagine? I think I saw a rat out on the porch. Yeah, I ran out of poison. Margaret takes a sip of her milk. So who's the fetching young couple you're renting to? Oh, that's Walter's daughter, Kelly, and her fiancé. Get out of town. I'd love to meet her. Tell them to make sure they come pay me a visit. So, Walter still hasn't showed up? Well, you don't see him here, do you? The sheriff came and spoke to me. Hey, hey, hey! There we go. When are you having a break? Yeah, take your time. Don't worry about that. I'll be right here. Bill's a good man, but I ain't told him about our situation. Not yet, anyway. It's weird. This ain't like him. What about his novel? The manuscript's upstairs in his safe. Why would you say that? He left it here? He told me they were sending him a check. What are you getting at? Is that why you decided to ruin my marriage? You ruined it yourself, Loretta. Walter's miserable around you. Don't you get it? You're the miserable one. Now you're telling him to just up and left? Left me and his novel? Left his own daughter? He left her a long time ago, Margaret. You think you're the first? You ever ask what happened with Kelly's mother? Left to rot with tuberculosis. And Walter kindly paid for the funeral. Linda drank one too many of those radium drinks, and you know that. You know why we moved then? Because he wanted to finish his book. Quit being such a fool. Walter's always been a coward. One small problem's enough to make him turn tail and run. I don't trust you, Loretta. Then get this through that ginger scalp of yours. Let's say you're right. Let's say his filthy ass, his filthy lying ass is currently rotting in the well out in the yard. Oh my God, Loretta, you absolute cabbage. You absolute cabbage. What are you doing to her? Jesus Christ. A rat slowly picking his bones clean and all that. A fate he totally deserved, by the way. I love how savage she actually is. This woman, Jesus Christ. Even if that were all true, it'd be your word against mine. This place is freezing. Is it the room spinning or is it just me? Should have called it quits when I had the last vodka martini. Yeah, okay, the last 3 vodka martinis. Lights on. The lights on in the bathroom. Is Loretta still up? I urgently need to take a leak. Walter. Hey, you in there? Let me in, would you? I really gotta go, Laura. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Walter. We have to pee, Walter. Johnny's bedroom. I shouldn't go in or I'll wake the baby. Loretta forgot to turn it off. Again. Must have been listening to one of her lousy radio plays. I rarely wish she'd pick up a book. My typewriter hasn't brought me money or fame. I ain't got the right state of mind to die, even if I wanted to. The lines wouldn't be operating at this time of night. Oh my God, you're peeing in the sink, I just realized. I thought he was peeing in a vase. But he's being more disgusting and he's peeing in a sink. But Loretta ain't giving me any other options. You are peeing in the sink. You degenerate. Ah, yeah, that's much better. The hell's calling at this time of night? Hang on. Hello? Oh, it's you. Yeah, I told you I would. I'm not whispering because it's 2 in the morning, because my wife... What the foof, Frank? Why are you calling me at my house? How'd you ever get the call through at all? No, I'm not drunk. Yes, I hear you. I got it. Tell Wallace I have something even better. He's going to love it. I just need a couple more weeks. I know, Frank. But 2 weeks aren't going to hurt anybody. That's none of your business. How would they know? No, I haven't spoken to anyone. Are you trying to scare me? Don't try me, you fat foof. I know what I'm doing. I've gotta go. Don't call me here again. Think you're so clever, huh? Well, I've got other plans, Frank. Where I'd put those foofing matches. I need the number. Think, Walter, think. Bedroom, they'll be in the writing desk. I'm gonna bend you all over, bunch of greedy assholes. Writing desk. The key's in the code. Oh, you blockhead. Key. Laura. Matches. That's it. One call. No Wallace, no Chambers, no more dirty work. Only literature, honest to goodness literature. Suck it, Robert Penn Warren. But there'll be no turning back. These people are dangerous. Screw it. Dangerous or not, they're gonna make me rich. Dumb broad woke up the baby. Oh, you fat son of a... Shouldn't I go here then? Oh, I can't. I have to answer the phone. Okay. I told you not to call me here, you fool. Oh, honey. Sorry, I thought it was someone else. Yeah, everything's fine. I got home just fine. Are you okay? Can sleep? Oh, yeah? Miss you too, baby doll. What? She's not asleep? No. No, I haven't told her. I don't know. When the time's right. When the time's right. Okay? Go to bed, baby. Good night. I love you too. Bye. Walter sighs. Wait, why are we seeing this perspective though? What am I missing? Loretta, are you out of your mind? Laura, you fell asleep in there? Open the door. Do you hear me? Open the door right now. God, Loretta, what have you done? Do be careful with the china. You're sick, Loretta. Maybe so, but I'll be sick and 30 grand richer. And then I'll be long gone. Oh, you hear that? That'll be an important call from the publishing house, most likely. I'll be back in a moment. Should I kill that ginger bib now? Or maybe I should just let her go. What can she really do? Run crying to Bill? She's probably rolling around with him too. Could believe her. I won't be much more than a memory by the time anyone figures it out. Cuba, Tahiti, Hawaii. The world's gonna open up for you like you won't believe, Loretta. All you gotta do is make a choice. Aloha. I mean, hello. Mrs. Harris? We accept the offer. One of our guys is already on his way to you. Mr. Fitzgerald, he'll be in touch when he's in town. Marvelous. Oh, and Mrs. Harris? Please accept our deepest condolences on behalf of the Atlantic Press team. We're extremely concerned and hope Mr. Harris will return soon. When I finally hung up, Margaret was nowhere to be found. Must have gotten scared. Wish I hadn't wasted my chori route entertaining her. Either way, I had the manuscript. All I had to do was wait for Fitzgerald. But of course, something just had to go wrong. Something I never would have expected. Oh yeah, this one. That's the best plan to do things. You just stay AFK. You do nothing. That's literally all there is to it. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the light because it's dark. But is what it is. Hang on. I'm also expecting company at some point, so I hope I can finish the game before they arrive. No birds were harmed while making this cutscene / mini game. I should also remove the USB. There we go. I had the USB for no reason. Let's see. Let me answer to some Facebook messages while I'm waiting. That all? We done? No? Okay. Okay. Oh no, a couple of birds are getting slammed. There we go. Done. You are done! Did you say something? No. We're nearly there. I think I saw a dead bird on the road. Turn on the radio. Turn on the radio or something. Static. It ain't picking up anything, any stations around here. Be patient, we're almost there. Is that your hip flask rattling around over there? You know we're on the highway, right, Walter? Yup, and not another car in sight. Relax, okay? Maybe I should drive for a while. No need. Like I said, we're almost there. Good, because I'm starting to get carsick from all the wheat fields. You and me both. What happens now? So we're gonna run a farm now like your folks did. I reckon there ain't much difference between cotton and wheat. Huh? Please don't start. Then talk to me. How am I supposed to know what happens now? I don't have all the answers. You're not in the mood today, I get that. But moving out here should do you some good. It'll do us both some good. You know what? Maybe we should just sit in silence. You read my mind. Hand me that damn flask. Did I make it? Long-suffering China. That cow broke my china. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. Wait a little longer, and I'll be able to buy myself another 10 of these. Okay, fair enough. Was there always a window? No, there wasn't. I know where I know the manuscript is in the safe, and I got the combination. There ain't anything more to do in that smoky old room. All wondrous things bring back unpleasant memories. Fair enough. Oj! Oh! Una banana. Ευχαριστώ. Πιατό. Ωραία. Τέλεια. Again. I'm gonna sue the damn plumber. Τι? Τίποτα. Unsettling hole. The noise is coming from the hole this time. It's all boarded up. I can't pull them off with my bare hands. I think I need an axe. I think I saw an axe in the barn. Let's go for it. Let's go. Thank you. God damn music. Why do they always got to play the same melody over and over and over? Okay. Hope I don't get a splinter. Yup. Oh Lord, you scared me. What do you want? Hey, talking to you. What are you staring at? Hang on, just need to reload real quick. Y'all shouldn't yell to old Jim Bob, ma'am. He's a mute. So what do you want? There's a little problem. Would you take a look? No. Alright, ma'am, we'll keep out of your hair. Come on, Jim Bob. What? What was the problem then? What did you kill? Hang on. Goddamn Twitch. Let's try again. There we go. A pair of hillbillies poking their noses around. Best put an end to that sooner rather than later. Okay. Is anyone here? Hello? The sooner I start, the sooner I'll finish. Space. 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 What's inside? I can't see a thing. The bird's gone. The sound of brakes. Sounds like a car pulled up in the driveway. Ah, there we go. Yes. He wipes his neck. Oh, come on, we've seen this, okay? Let's just skip this. Come on now. No, we know this. We don't know this. Yes, a wooden one with a lock on it. I don't know what you mean, mister. Why would you ever show me a box? Can I get you something to drink? Honestly, I was hoping you'd ask. The kitchen's just down the hall. Nope. Let me ask you, ma'am. Why did you move out here? Oh, come on, we've seen this, right? We've seen this. Nothing's really changed. Maybe he's back to New York. Are we still gonna whack him then? Because we haven't done killing. I don't remember everything exactly, okay? It's been a while. It's been like a couple of days. I already spoke to her, then maybe you passed him while you were on your way there. Walter could have been halfway. Well, that certainly is possible. Sorry you had to come all the way for nothing, but I really don't think I can help. It's what I'm paid to do. Thanks again for the water. Sorry I bothered you. Now keep this in mind. We're not the only ones looking for Walter. There are people out there who won't want to cause him and his family harm. Staying at Twin Oaks Motel. If Walter happens to show up, you'll be sure to call me. Here's my card. Your husband is in serious danger, but you and I can help him together. Business card. Twin Oaks. Let's go. Oh yeah, right. Now we have to find these spots. A moose. My eyes, you absolute bastard. Is that all? That's all. Hang on. Well, the light is still a bit too sudden, you know? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's a bird that's flying. Mrs. Harris, good evening. Good evening. Good morning. How are you doing? Patrick Fitzgerald at your service. I represent the legal interest of the Atlantic Press. We spoke on the phone. It's a pleasure to meet you. Tarandos. Yes. Έμοιαζε με τάραντο, είναι η αλήθεια. Son of... Oh no! Absolute cabbage. Nice to meet you too. Can I get you anything? No, thank you. Ah, yes, I don't trust that vending machine food either. Well, Mrs. Harris, I have to admit that letter of yours was unexpected. I hope you understand the scale of the trust my firm has put in your husband. I was sent out here from Mississippi, you know. We expect Mr. Harris to reappear soon, of course, and then we'll all learn the secret of his mystical disappearance. But before that, I have a couple of questions. Remind me, what novel are we talking about? You don't know? I do, but I'd like to be sure. The Straw Bull. Have you read it, by the way? Yes. And how'd you find it? It's his best work, a real page-turner. Claps his hands. Fantastic. His soft hands. She realizes this is the first time she's seen a man with manicure. In that case, I suggest we call it quits on the coffee. You hand over the manuscript and I make some calls. We get out the contracts written up, and you do have the manuscript with you, right? That ain't gonna work, mister. No contracts, not this time. I thought I made my point very clear in the letter. Your point, that's right, 30,000. A check is fine if you can do cash. A check, huh? If you want the novel, then you're gonna have to pay me. Across Fitzgerald's clean-shaven reptilian face. After a pause, his smile returns with sparkles. Well, all right, we'll play your game. No contracts. I can even write the check for you right now, but I gotta see the manuscript first. The manuscript's at home, locked up in a safe. Did you come here by car? Jeez, the coffee's lousy. Yes, I drove here. Look at this slimy bastard. The journey home usually took 25 to 30 minutes, but with Fitzgerald's high-speed motor, we got there in 15. He really put the pedal to the metal and seemed quite comfortable. Oh my God, comfortable doing it, like he was used to it. You couldn't make that man hush up for love or money. His lips were flapping the whole time, talking about weather, sports, his work over in Mississippi, Louisiana, singing the praises of New Orleans. Singing, yeah, okay, just wanted to make sure. Singing, what the hell? So 30 grand, that's quite pretty sum, let's say it's fair. Looking at you, I get the impression your company ain't short on money. Hey, so long as folks want to keep reading about people sleeping with and murdering each other, then your husband, myself, and even you will be set for life. No, it can't be. The safe's open. I don't get it. Someone stole my manuscript. Oh, that's swell. Chambers. Well, Mrs. Harris, looks like we're done here. No, wait. I know who stole it. I know who it is. I'll get it back. That's certainly an entertaining story, Loretta. You've given me quite a performance. It was an intimidation act at first, but now you've evolved into Broadway. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Harris jumped out from behind that curtain and sang us a tune next. Please, you've already wasted too much of my time. I'm heading back to Mississippi, and I'll be sure to advise Mr. Schaefer away from any further dealings with you or your husband, wherever he may be. Fitzgerald sighs deeply. I don't know what you're planning, but my boss is deeply interested in that book for some reason. I'll be leaving tomorrow at noon. Be sure to keep that in mind, because I won't be coming back again. We clear? Crystal, I'll bring the manuscript. I promise. Well, all right then. Can I use your phone? Fog and rain again. I raced down the slick road in a frenzied rage, heading to the motel that Chambers had written on his business card. Fat-ass moron with rotten teeth. He must have stolen the manuscript when I was in the basement. But why? How could he have known the combination? Who is this Mr. Wallace he's working for? And why do they need my manuscript? The rain soon gave way to hail. That fell so hard I considered stopping to chain the tires. I almost missed it and struggled to keep the car on the road. Then the neon sign winked in the darkness. Twin Oaks. Here it is. There he is. I find Chambers, I find the manuscript. The porter ain't here. Lucky you, Loretta. Mr. Chambers ain't on the list. He must be using another name. Damn, which one? Charles F. Banks. Charles F. Banks. Frank Chambers. Bingo. It's an anagram. Yes, of course it is. Looks like he's in room 12. Okay. Hang on. Public phone. Coin, thank you. Chambers, you in there? Open up. It's locked, of course it is. Buy a newspaper. Where's my newspaper? Come on, you dumb bucket of balls. Give me back my money. Can I help you with something? What happened? I think I lost my room key. What's your last name? Woodhouse. Yep, here you are. Here's a spare key. I'll add the charge for the key to your room. Thank you. Better than nothing, I suppose. This one isn't working. Hang on. Yep. Call room service. Hey, there's a fountain spouting out of my toilet. You gotta send someone to room 5 and fast. What in the... I'm on my way. Yep. Hopefully that'll distract him for a while. Okay. Locked. I can try use the old... Yep. Yep. Yep, there's... Give it a good push. And... Locked. Still in the... I can try... Yes. Oh, we didn't take the newspaper. God damn it. Hang on. Yeah, I forgot. Thank you. Trash can. Yeah, there's nothing in there, right? Yep. Smells damp. Thank you. Moving on. Going to room 11. I'm lucky the real Mrs. Woodhouse ain't here. Jesus, I ain't Amelia Earhart. About time I get used to it. Armchair. Around my feet, move the chair. This probably connects the room to chambers. Might be able to turn the screws if I had a coin or something. Well, we have a screwdriver. Alright, here we go. I swear this is the only time I'm doing it again. Chambers, you there? Suitcase. Suitcase is locked, I can't open it. Crumpled newspapers. I've seen these in detective movies. They put these down so they can hear people sneaking towards the bed. What or who was Chambers afraid of? Can't leave now, still need to look around. Okay. Oh, for the love of... No, we're not touching that, that's a razor. Chambers' hand. Give me the hand. How long has it been in here? I think I'm gonna puke. Chambers' fat fingers look like bloody sausages, and it looks like they're holding onto something. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take that. I'm too old for this shit. Bad news, boss. Harry's ain't here, just his wife, and it's hard to say whether she's just acting a fool or if she really is one. Only thing I can say for sure is he's gone AWOL. This job ain't easy. Pigs are already making a mess of things, but I've got one last lead. Margaret Hatfield, the neighbor, the widow that the Wall has been sleeping with. I'll pay her a visit tomorrow. Oh yeah, I think I'm being followed. I'll call again from a payphone later. Take the letter out. It was clear from Chambers' strange telegram that neither he nor Mr. Wallace were interested in this manuscript. They were chasing down a Walter for old unpaid debts. It looks like Chambers had some of his own too. Guess he'll never repay them now. Right, so I was more than a little confused. Who stole my manuscript if it wasn't Chambers? Am I asking too many questions? I ain't getting any answers. I'm a simple woman, I got simple desires. Why is everything fall apart the one time I decided to try my luck? The storm wasn't letting up, so I headed home. Must have got some of Chambers' blood on me. Some corrosive thoughts were eating away at my head from the inside. Black raindrops rolled off of my wet hair. A gas light flickered in the kitchen. Oh yeah, right. Something smells weird, like someone smoking cigars. It's coming from the kitchen. Let's go, Loretta. I actually like the name Loretta. It's pretty. How did you get in here? Take a seat. No. How are you so slow? Why doesn't anyone just do what they're told? You invaded my house, my guy. If it's money you want, you will speak when spoken to. Where's Harris? Who the hell are you? Okay, I'll ask again. Where's Harris? I don't know. Where's the box? What box? You know where the box is. Quit playing dumb. If I hear one more lie come out of your mouth, I'll pierce your eye with a needle. Now where's the box? Lie. It's in the yard. What was that? Speak up. In the red barn. The barn? Where exactly? It's in the big chest, the stranger size. Guess that means I'm getting wet again. You'd better pray that I find it. Listen, I don't know what. Quit squirming. Stop kicking! What is wrong with you? Oh, wait. No. Open. Give me. Yeah. 3 chances. Oh, for fuck's sake. Poison. Poison ain't gonna help me here. Yeah, no shit. Sickle. He must be out in the barn. It's time for us to get to murdering. We're gonna kill him dead. That bastard. Okay. He's got a gun. There's no way he'll miss from that distance. I need to sneak up on him and try to stay in the shadows when lightning strikes. Go for it. Okay, now we're moving. Well, howdy, mister. Who are you? We got him good. Now, what is this? Let's get the cigar first. Okay. I don't... gun, right? We need a gun. What, you gonna shoot me, scumbag? Coat pocket, Jack Smith, private security. Tom Winters, insurance agent. Sam Plymouth. Who are you? We ain't done yet, buddy. You and I are gonna have a little walk. Jesus Christ, Loretta is a savage. Wait. Oh, you're awake? I thought you died already. I'm bleeding. What are you? Hold on a minute. Let me get up. Any last words? I said wait a minute, damn it. Want a needle in your eye, do you? What, not feeling so tough anymore? Beating up a woman in her own home? Listen, I got nothing on you. I just need Harris. I told you he's dead and rotting in the well behind you, and you're gonna keep him company. Now give me your name. Let me go. You don't want to be a murderer, do you? Try me, bitch. You don't know nothing about me, mister. Start talking or I'll put a bullet in your knees. Okay, sweetheart. Flattery won't get you anywhere. Okay, just relax. Look at me. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, why do you want with my book? What do you want with my book for? What book? Okay, he knows nothing about the book. That's great. Into the well we'll go. So it would seem. Lady, are you out of your mind? He tries to laugh, but it quickly dissolves into pained coughing. Did you really think those books were paying for your livelihood? A nice house, great car. Open your eyes, sweetheart. Your husband's just another run-of-the-mill crook. Huh. What are you saying? They kidnapped the child and tortured it to death. You ever seen that name Nanny Olson in the news? The oil baron's daughter? Of course I remember, it was printed everywhere. The ransom was paid, but the girl was never found, and she never will be. Well, she might, in some field somewhere with her head cut off, that is. The family eventually learned Wallace was involved, something to do with the Union. I read Onion, oh my god, Onion. So they hired me. You're lying. Hey, Wallace confessed everything to me before he croaked. Sold his little errand boys all the way down to the river. Bye. You know, even if you are telling the truth, that's Walter's problem, not mine. No, I got it right. I don't give two shits anymore. No, wait. Yeah. Loretta is a cabbage killer. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. A 5. A 6. And we're done with the plate. Margaret's house was much like our own, yet still so much nicer. The paint wasn't peeling off the walls and the fence didn't sag. She and Clarence didn't have as much land, but they managed it by themselves. They didn't rent it out to farmers. Everything this filthy, thieving bib had was better than anything I had, and she still decided to take away the last thing that was mine, the chance to change my life. It's hard to describe the amount of anger I was feeling when I kicked her door down. I busted into her house hollering her name, but got no answer. Photographs of Margaret and Clarence hung on the walls. There was some lithograph of a sprig of wheat into a dusty frame. Water dripped from my wet hair onto the muzzle of the revolver, and the wind blew the sweet scent of flowers through the room. Margaret! Clock. Where is she? Hi. I didn't think you knew how to read. You... Give the manuscript back, Margaret. You're a monster. They'll throw you in the gas chamber for this. They might. But you'll end up with a hole in that thick skull of yours. Now give me that damn manuscript. You killed Walter. You killed him. What for? Some lousy scraps of paper? You'll die for him too if you ain't careful. Now enough talking. Then why? Was it revenge? Because Walter was leaving you? Life is much more than men, Loretta. As if a whore like you would know. Give me the manuscript. No way I'm handing it over to you. Get out of my house. You wanna shoot? Then shoot. Add another crime to the list. One more is one less, right? Prove you've got no humanity left in you. I ain't giving you the book. You don't deserve his work. Walter was right. Right about what? Your son, Loretta. What was his name? Keep him. Oh yeah. Keep him out of this, you whore. Walter told me, but I didn't believe him. I just couldn't. But you killed him too, didn't you? Shut up, Margaret. You drowned your own baby. You bib. What kind of person does that? Try to persuade her. Fine. Listen. Give me the manuscript and I'll disappear. They'll find you, Loretta. Once the truth is out there, they're gonna hunt you down. The publisher will refuse the book too. You won't get the money. Don't be silly. The controversy will boost the sales. Besides, they couldn't find Walter in his own backyard. What makes you think they'll ever find me? How can you look at yourself in the mirror, Loretta? I'm afraid of mirrors, actually. What is done cannot be undone. It could all just go away. What are you waiting for? Pull the trigger. You do all the work, while the redhead wants everything handed to her on a silver platter. You buy that baloney? Look at her. Thinks she's got you on the ropes. What are you standing here for, you idiot? She's right. What's done cannot be undone. You're cooked either way, so shoot. We can die. Bang, bang, click. And the gas lamp broke. Click, click. And the battered Margaret rushed out into the yard. We ran like mad dogs in the wet wheat. My dress dirty with mud. Veins throbbed in my temples. I shot again and again, but I missed every time. Gunpowder burned my hand. I screamed. Don't remember what exactly. Eventually, Margaret screamed something too. I took aim and squeezed the trigger one last time. Then, after a little while, Margaret fell into the darkness. She lay in a puddle holding her bleeding shoulder with one hand. I must have hit an artery. You ruined my life, I screamed. You had no right to do that. I wanted to scream everything that was swirling around in my mind at that pretty young face of hers. Beautiful even despite the mad grin on the verge of death, but I got scared. So I grabbed her by the hair and pushed her head deeper into the puddle. Then I held it there as long as I could. Blood mixed with the dirty black water until it started to look like streaks of gasoline or cranberry syrup in melted chocolate ice cream. Margaret struggled, slapping the water and splashing it sideways until finally she stopped. I fell down beside her. Drops of rain rolled off my hair, washing away dust, blood, and sweat. I felt calm and free, for the first time in forever. Then something as red as a sunset filled the sky. Black clouds hit the stars. Pillars of black smoke rose into the air. Margaret's house was on fire. My house burned down that day too. Good riddance to it. I think back on those days often. I don't live in the past, no. I try not to. I don't think about it at lunch or dinner, or when I'm cleaning or getting ready for bed. But at night, those suppressed, passionate desires and dreams break free of the dungeon I ruthlessly banished them to. I don't know what this is. I've been having weird dreams lately. In them, human bodies melt like wax brought to a fire. I wake up several times a night. My throat runs dry with thirst. My thoughts seem to run dry too, like a river or a well. My forehead and armpits grow sticky with sweat, and I can't get my words out straight. I ain't sure what I'm saying at all, or what's being said to me, but eventually I open my eyes. The bright ceiling lamp makes me want to puke. They never turn the lights off in the cells. The little blue ring looks like an artificial sun, and its rays feel heavier than anything I've ever known. Good afternoon, Loretta. How are you feeling today? Can you tell me why you bit Dr. Miller? That wasn't very polite. I can't help but worry that you'll bite me next. You have a familiar face, my guy. Cigarette? I thought smoking wasn't allowed in here. I like to make an exception for our regular guests. What? I need to run some tests and check the state of your bones. So I'm going to schedule you in for an x-ray, Loretta. Who are you? I suspect there might be some damage to your bone marrow. Do you happen to know what neurosyphilis is? Okay, well, it doesn't matter now. How's your leg feel? Any pain? Wait. Hang on a second. She has one leg. They amputated her leg. I just realized. Yo, look at this. She's missing a leg. Is she not? No, she's missing a leg. She's definitely missing a leg. With all the drugs you're making me take, nothing hurts no more. Well, maybe you should have hammered in that fucking nail, though. Walter played a cruel joke on you. Got you from the grave, the bastard. No. What do you mean, no? Come on, it's not like you didn't have any fun, right? Although I can't quite wrap my head around one thing. Why did you chase her? Why not just grab the manuscript? The thought didn't occur to me. Didn't occur to you. You ever think about what's waiting for you, Harris? The chair. The gas chamber. Ella. Okay. Or maybe just a rope. Hell. And that's the end of Loretta. I'll be right back with you. Well, probably not. I'm going to be skipping this. Thank you for watching the stream. I will see you another time. Or maybe we can explore other ends. That is it for today. Thank you, take care, and goodbye.